It never begins with a dramatic fall. No, it often starts with something much smaller, much quieter. You rise from bed one morning and something feels off. Your legs hesitate. Not pain, not dizziness, just a strange sense of weakness, as if your body is asking for permission to move. You walk to the bathroom. Your hand instinctively reaches for the wall, not because you are afraid of falling, but because somewhere inside your balance feels unsure. You sit down slowly. Getting up takes a little longer than yesterday. And you whisper to yourself, maybe it's just age. But what if it's not? What if that slow fading strength, that little hesitation, that soft tremble in your step, is your body quietly asking for help? The truth is, something is happening beneath the surface, something that affects millions of people after 60, and most never even see it coming. While you sleep, your body is slowly breaking down your muscle. This isn't a metaphor. It's a biological process called catabolism. Your body enters a fasting state overnight, and if there is not enough protein available, it starts to draw nutrients from your muscle tissue. In your 20s, this wasn't a big deal. Your body rebuilt muscle faster than it broke it down. But after 60, everything changes. Your ability to build muscle decreases. Your rate of recovery slows. And night after night, this quiet breakdown continues, until one day you notice you can no longer rise from the couch as easily as before. And here is the part most people never realize. Muscle loss is not just about feeling weak. It is about losing the strength to lift the balance, to stand the power, to walk confidently. It is about losing your freedom. And it does not happen suddenly. It happens silently, night by night, in your sleep. But there is something you can do, a quiet solution that works while you rest. And here is why you should not ignore what comes next. Because the foods you eat before bed may determine whether you wake up stronger or weaker each morning. Now let's talk about it. Every night while you lie peacefully in bed, your body is not resting the way you think it is. Yes, your mind may drift. Yes, your heart may slow. But inside, a quiet battle is taking place. Your muscles, those strong fibers that once lifted grandchildren, carried groceries, helped you rise without effort, are slowly breaking down. This is not fear-mongering. This is science. The moment you fall asleep, your body slips into a fasting state. Hours go by without food, without fuel. And when your system runs low on available nutrients, it turns to your muscles. It begins to break them down cell by cell for energy. This natural process is called catabolism. And while it is normal, it is not harmless. Because after 60, something else is happening too, something far more dangerous. Your body's ability to rebuild muscle is no longer what it once was. A process called muscle protein synthesis slows down dramatically with age. You lose more than you gain. You break down faster than you can rebuild. And the result? A slow, silent slide into weakness. You may still walk. You may still lift things. You may still look healthy. But behind the scenes, your muscle tissue is shrinking, your strength is fading, and your independence is quietly being stolen away one night at a time. Here is something most doctors never say clearly. After the age of 60, you can lose up to 1/3 of your muscle mass, even if you feel fine. Yes, even if you are active, even if you eat what you believe is enough. Because if the right nutrients are not reaching your muscles at the right time, especially before bed, your body cannot recover. This is why so many older adults wake up feeling stiff, slow, and sore. It is not laziness. It is not aging. It is nutrient starvation during the most critical hours of healing while you sleep. And there is one more truth you deserve to hear. By the time this video ends, approximately 38 seniors will be admitted to a hospital due to falls related to muscle loss. That is not just a statistic. That is someone's father, someone's sister, Someone who thought they were still strong enough until they weren't. But it does not have to be this way. Because there are specific foods, safe, simple, affordable, that can nourish your muscles overnight. And when used correctly, they can help rebuild strength while you sleep, even without exercise. In fact, one of them outperformed multiple prescription treatments in a published study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. And the best part, most of them are already in your kitchen. We will begin with a warm, healing cup of broth, and by the end you will know 11 of the most powerful foods that support muscle strength after 60. But first, let us understand what makes nighttime so important for seniors. When you were younger, your body bounced back from anything. A missed meal, a poor night's sleep, even a hard fall. But after 60, your body's resilience changes. The systems that once healed overnight now require more care, more support, and more precision. And yet the most overlooked time for healing is at night. While you sleep, your body enters its natural repair cycle. Hormones are released, tissues are rebuilt, and if your body has the right tools, nutrients, proteins, and amino acids, it uses the dark hours to restore what the day has broken down. But here's the catch. If your body does not have those nutrients, if you go to bed with an empty tank, your body will turn on itself. It will begin drawing strength from your muscles, stripping away what little mass remains just to keep your heart beating and your brain functioning. This is why nighttime nutrition is no longer optional. It is essential. It is the key to waking up stronger instead of weaker. It is the reason some seniors regain energy after 70, while others grow frail despite eating enough during the day. And the science proves it. In one clinical trial, older adults who consumed specific high-protein foods right before bed experienced up to 31% more muscle-building activity overnight than those who ate nothing. That's not a small boost. That's a turning point, especially when you realize that most muscle repair happens during sleep, not during exercise. The message is simple. If you want to walk with strength, if you want to get up from a chair without wobbling, if you want to protect your independence without extreme diets or gym workouts, then the most powerful change you can make starts before you close your eyes each night. Now let's begin with the first food on the list, one that offers warmth, healing, and the very building blocks of muscle. A humble remedy your grandmother may have sworn by, but that science is now confirming as one of the most effective muscle protectors for seniors. Let's talk about bone broth and gelatin. Long before protein powders and supplements lined store shelves, there was something simpler, something warmer, something real. A pot on the stove, a slow simmer, a bone, a marrow, a broth. It may sound old-fashioned, but bone broth and its cousin beef gelatin are among the most powerful muscle-supporting foods seniors can consume at night. Why? Because they are rich in collagen, especially type I and type 2, which help rebuild not just muscles, but also joints, connective tissue, and tendons. And as we age, these are the structures that begin to wear down. That stiffness in your knees when you wake up, that aching in your back when you sit too long. Much of that comes from weakened connective tissues, and collagen is what holds them together. But the benefits of bone broth go deeper. Inside each cup you'll find glycine and proline, two amino acids that play a critical role in repairing muscle tissue, reducing inflammation, and improving sleep quality. And here is what makes that so important. Your muscles heal best when your sleep is deep. That's why glycine is a double gift. It supports muscle repair and helps improve sleep at the same time. In fact, in clinical studies, glycine has been shown to help older adults fall asleep faster, sleep more deeply, and wake up with less stiffness and fatigue. And unlike heavy meals or dense snacks, bone broth is easy to digest, perfect for seniors who struggle with bloating or loss of appetite at night. So how do you use it? For best results, drink 1 cup of slow-cooked bone broth 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Choose unsweetened, grass-fed organic sources when possible. Avoid broths that contain MSG artificial flavors or excess sodium. Want a little extra boost? Add a pinch of sea salt, a dash of turmeric, or even a sprinkle of black pepper to increase absorption and reduce inflammation. If you prefer something quicker, try unsweetened gelatin powder. Dissolve 1 tablespoon in warm water or herbal tea before bed. It delivers the same key amino acids and often with even better absorption. Together, bone broth and gelatin offer a kind of nutrition that modern diets have forgotten, but your body still craves. And once you begin using them consistently, you may notice a difference not just in your muscles, but in how you sleep, how you move, and how you feel. But if sipping broth is not your favorite bedtime ritual, there is another gentle, powerful food that works just as well. One that is creamy, cooling, and packed with slow-digesting protein. Let's move on to cottage cheese. Not every solution has to be exotic. Sometimes the best remedy is hiding in plain sight right in your refrigerator. Cottage cheese might not sound exciting, but for seniors who want to rebuild muscle while they sleep, it is one of the most effective foods you can eat before bed. Here's why. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a unique type of protein that digests slowly. Unlike fast proteins that your body burns through quickly, casein delivers a steady stream of amino acids to your muscles for up to 8 hours. That means if you eat cottage cheese before bedtime, your muscles receive a slow drip of nutrition throughout the entire night, right when your body is trying to heal. And the results are real. In a study published in the British Journal of Nutrition, older adults who ate casein-rich foods like cottage cheese before bed had 31% more overnight muscle synthesis than those who ate nothing. That's nearly 1/3 more healing power just from a simple nighttime snack. But that's not all. Cottage cheese also contains tryptophan, an amino acid that promotes deeper, more restful sleep; calcium, which supports muscle contractions and strong bone; B vitamins, which help convert food into energy and reduce fatigue. Together, these nutrients form a perfect nighttime combination, feeding your muscles while helping your body unwind. Now, some people worry about dairy, but here's the good news. Cottage cheese is low in lactose, and because it's consumed in small portions, most older adults tolerate it well, especially when paired with fiber-rich add-ins. For best results, have half a cup of plain low-fat cottage cheese 30 to 60 minutes before bed. If the flavor feels too bland, try adding a few slices of banana, a dash of cinnamon, a teaspoon of chia seeds, or even a light drizzle of raw honey. Just be sure to avoid flavored versions that contain added sugars or gums. Look for organic grass-fed cottage cheese with minimal ingredients. This isn't just a snack. It's a nightly dose of muscle medicine, cool, creamy, and quietly powerful. And if you're looking for a plant-based alternative that offers just as much muscle support with the bonus of gut health, there's one more food you need to know. Let's talk about tempeh. If you've never tried tempeh before, you're not alone. But this humble fermented soy food might just be one of the most underrated tools for seniors who want to protect their muscles and their digestion naturally. Tempeh is made from whole soybeans that have been fermented, and in that fermentation lies its power. Why is tempeh so effective? First, it's a complete protein. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle, just like meat, eggs, or dairy. But unlike many other plant-based options, tempeh's fermentation process makes it easier to digest. That's a major advantage for older adults who may struggle with bloating, poor nutrient absorption, or sensitive stomachs. Even better, tempeh is rich in probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that support a healthy gut. And gut health is not just about digestion. It plays a direct role in how well your body absorbs calcium, magnesium, and amino acids nutrients vital to muscle strength and energy. An imbalanced gut can actually accelerate muscle loss by triggering inflammation and reducing nutrient absorption. But when your gut is healthy, your muscles benefit too. That's why scientists are now exploring the link between probiotic-rich diets and slower muscle decline in older adults. Tempeh is also packed with calcium for strong bones and muscle contractions, magnesium to promote deep sleep and muscle recovery, plant-based iron essential for carrying oxygen to working muscles. In one study, seniors who consumed fermented soy protein regularly showed greater muscle retention and improved metabolism compared to those who ate a low-protein diet. So how can you make tempeh part of your evening routine? Try 3 to 4 ounces of gently cooked tempeh 1 to 2 hours before bed. Steam it, sauté it lightly with turmeric and black pepper, or serve it with some soft vegetables and olive oil for a balanced plate. Avoid heavily processed or deep-fried tempeh soaked in sauces that can undo the benefits and cause digestive discomfort. Tempeh is not just for vegetarians, it's for anyone who wants to restore strength from the inside out. But if you prefer something simpler, something that requires no prep, no cooking, and no cleanup, there's a classic food that delivers powerful protein in one small package. Let's move on to hard-boiled eggs. Sometimes the most powerful tools are the simplest, and when it comes to protecting your muscles overnight, few foods are as efficient, affordable, and practical as the humble hard-boiled egg. It may be small, but an egg carries a powerful punch. Each hard-boiled egg delivers about 6 grams of complete protein, including leucine, the amino acid your body needs to kickstart muscle repair. In fact, leucine is one of the most critical amino acids for older adults because as we age, our bodies become less sensitive to it. This means you need more leucine, not less, to maintain the same level of muscle strength. Eggs deliver it naturally. They also provide vitamin B12, which supports nerve and muscle function, choline essential for brain-muscle communication, selenium, a powerful antioxidant that reduces inflammation. And let's address the concern many people still carry. What about cholesterol? The truth is, recent research shows that dietary cholesterol in eggs does not significantly raise blood cholesterol in most people. In fact, eggs can be part of a heart-healthy diet, especially when paired with vegetables and eaten in moderation. But the real value lies in how easily eggs can be added to your nighttime routine. No stove, no mess, no complicated recipes. Just boil a few eggs in advance. Peel 1 or 2 before bed and enjoy them 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. Their protein is highly bioavailable, meaning your body absorbs and uses it efficiently. And because they're small, they won't weigh you down or disturb your digestion. If you like, you can sprinkle a little sea salt, black pepper, or even paprika for flavor. Avoid pairing with heavy sauces or mayo, which can disrupt sleep. A hard-boiled egg is more than a snack. It's a quiet shield against the nightly breakdown of your body's strength. But if you're looking for something just as powerful with the added bonus of healthy fats and inflammation-fighting nutrients, then open your pantry and reach for a can of sardines. They may be small, they may come in a can, but sardines, especially when packed in olive oil, are one of the most powerful allies your muscles have after 60. Let's start with what makes them so special. Sardinis are a rare food that delivers 3 essential benefits in one simple bite. High-quality protein to build and preserve muscle, omega-3 fatty acids to reduce inflammation and support recovery, healthy fats to slow digestion and provide long-lasting energy. Just one small can contains over 20 grams of complete protein, enough to feed your muscles through the night. But here's where it gets even better. The olive oil those sardines are packed in is not just for flavor. It plays an important role in slowing down the digestion of protein, which leads to a steady release of amino acids into your bloodstream while you sleep. That means your muscles continue receiving fuel hour after hour, exactly when your body is in its deepest repair cycle. In a 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who consumed a high-protein snack with healthy fats before bed showed a 34% increase in muscle protein synthesis overnight compared to those who ate low-fat foods or nothing at all. And the benefits go beyond muscle. Sardines also contain calcium and vitamin D, which support strong bones and muscle contractions, iron and selenium for cellular repair and immune function, B vitamins, which help produce energy and fight fatigue. Together, this tiny fish becomes a nutritional powerhouse, especially valuable for seniors whose appetites may shrink, but whose needs for recovery increase. To use sardines effectively, eat half to 1 can in olive oil 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Eat them plain on whole grain crackers or with a squeeze of lemon to cut the richness. Avoid sardines packed in water or soybean oil. They do not offer the same benefits. And while sardines are incredibly nutrient-dense, not everyone enjoys their taste. If you prefer something smoother, creamier, and equally effective, then your next best option is tucked away in the dairy aisle. Let's talk about Greek yogurt. Some foods don't just nourish the body, they comfort it. And for many older adults, a small bowl of plain Greek yogurt before bed delivers both. Greek yogurt is more than just a popular breakfast choice. It's one of the most underrated tools for muscle support after 60, especially during sleep. Here's why it matters. Greek yogurt is packed with casein protein, the same slow-digesting protein found in cottage cheese. This means your muscles receive a steady flow of amino acids for 6 to 8 hours long after you've fallen asleep. But Greek yogurt brings more than just protein to the table. It also contains calcium for strong bones and consistent muscle contractions, magnesium, which supports deep, restful sleep and muscle relaxation, vitamin B12 and riboflavin for energy production and reduced fatigue, and most importantly, probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that strengthen gut health and improve nutrient absorption. That last one, gut health, is often overlooked in conversations about muscle strength. But the truth is, a healthy gut helps your body absorb more amino acids, more minerals, and more energy from food. And that's critical for seniors whose digestion may be slower or less efficient. In fact, chronic inflammation in the gut can actually block muscle-building signals, making recovery even harder. Probiotics in Greek yogurt help restore balance, reduce that inflammation, and allow your body to do what it's designed to do, heal and rebuild. For best results, enjoy half a cup to 1 cup of unsweetened Greek yogurt 30 to 60 minutes before bed. If you need variety, you can. Add a few slices of kiwi for vitamin C and sleep support. Stir in chia seeds for fiber and texture. Sprinkle cinnamon to balance blood sugar, or drizzle a tiny bit of raw honey for gentle sweetness. But avoid flavored yogurts that are high in sugar or artificial additives. These can cause blood sugar spikes, disrupt sleep, and cancel out the benefits. Greek yogurt is ideal for those who want a cool, creamy, easy-to-digest snack that helps them wake up with less stiffness, more strength, and improved digestion. And if dairy still isn't your thing, there's one more protein-rich food that pairs strength with healthy fat, and it might surprise you. Let's move on to tuna in olive oil. Let's begin with something simple. A small tin, a few bites. But inside that can of tuna in olive oil lies a strength your muscles have been waiting for. Tuna is one of the leanest, cleanest sources of complete protein you can find. And when packed in olive oil, its power is multiplied. Why? Because olive oil doesn't just coat the tuna, it slows digestion, allowing the amino acids from the fish to release gradually during the night. This slow release means your muscles stay nourished for hours, especially during the deepest stages of sleep. And it's not just about protein. Tuna is also rich in leucine, the muscle-activating amino acid seniors need more of, not less. It contains omega-3s, which reduce inflammation and promote healing. And it's packed with vitamin D and selenium, essential for energy recovery and strength. In one study, older adults who consumed a protein-fat combination like tuna in olive oil before bed showed 34% more muscle repair overnight than those who ate low-fat meals. For best results, eat half a can of tuna in olive oil plain or with a few whole grain crackers 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. Add a squeeze of lemon for taste and avoid heavy sauces or mayonnaise. They interfere with digestion and rest. But what if you prefer something warmer, something that soothes the body from the inside out? Then turn to a tradition passed down through generations, warm milk with turmeric. This golden drink is more than a comfort. It's a scientifically proven remedy for reducing inflammation, improving joint mobility, and protecting muscle mass during sleep. Milk contains casein, the slow-digesting protein we've discussed, but when combined with turmeric, which contains curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound, it becomes a healing tonic for the aging body. In a recent study, seniors who drank turmeric-infused protein beverages experienced 32% more muscle synthesis, less joint discomfort, and better sleep quality. If you're lactose intolerant, no problem. Use fortified almond or oat milk with added calcium and soy or pea protein. To prepare, simply warm a cup of milk and stir in a quarter teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper to help your body absorb curcumin. Add a tiny bit of honey if you prefer it sweet. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before bed and let it relax your body from the inside out. And now, as we reach the end of this journey, there is one final nighttime remedy to share. One that does not just help you sleep, it deepens your sleep, it eases your muscles, and it triggers recovery at the cellular level. It is tart cherry juice. Tart cherry juice is rich in melatonin, the natural sleep hormone your body often struggles to produce as you age. It also contains anthocyanins, plant compounds that reduce oxidative stress and speed muscle healing. In a clinical trial, adults over 50 who drank tart cherry juice nightly experienced longer sleep, less muscle soreness, and a 15% improvement in sleep quality. That's not just sleep, that's recovery in its purest form. To use it properly, drink 4 to 6 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice. Unsweetened. Consume it 30 to 45 minutes before bedtime. Dilute it with a splash of water or lemon if the flavor feels too strong. This is not a sugary drink. It's a nightly ritual, a signal to your body that it's time to rest, repair, and rise stronger tomorrow. And if you want to go one step further, if you're serious about restoring muscle, even if you no longer lift weights or go for long walks, there's one more step, a simple scoop of whey protein. Taken before bed, whey protein has been shown in clinical studies to outperform multiple prescription medications in helping older adults rebuild muscle mass. It's fast-absorbing, easy to mix with water, milk, or your evening drink, and it provides the full amino acid profile your body needs to trigger protein synthesis as you sleep. This is not just about food, it's about freedom. The freedom to stand without pain, to walk without fear, to live without depending on someone else's hand to help you rise. And it begins not with a gym, not with a pill, but with what you choose to eat in the quiet hour before sleep. Tonight you have a choice, to let your body continue breaking down, or to give it what it needs to heal. You don't need perfection. You need a pattern, a nightly habit, A small bowl, a warm drink, a few good bites. And in time, you just might feel stronger than you've felt in years. Now, which of these 11 foods will you begin with tonight?